All right. Hey, y'all. I am here. Happy Monday. I am finally back in my office this morning. So it took me an extra minute to get my ring light stand, where I want it. Y'all know how it goes when I move my ring light around and then I have to put it back where it goes. So it took me an extra minute this morning getting my ring light stand where I want it. But good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drive. Y'all say hi when you get on. I have a new pair of ears for you today, so let me know when you're here. I love a Monday. We're going to get into that. But good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drive. Like I said, I'm back in my office. I have my nice little backdrop behind me again. We got my office put back to normal over the weekend, and I am super grateful for that and for my husband for helping. And I'm also grateful that we have the space that my mother-in-law could come and stay with us last weekend. And so I'm back to normal. I'm back in my office. So here we are, ready to talk about a Monday. Let's chat about the ears, because we know that's why y'all are all here, right? Anyway, these are just some Christmas ears. Hey, Haley, good morning. Thanks for being on. These are just some Christmas ears that we got at one point while we were shopping in the parks. They have little displays at some of the registers where you can grab a pair of ears for like $5 or $10, throw it into your order. So we grabbed these one year at Christmas. They light up and do, fun things. The little bulbs change around. We ended up with the second pair of these over the years. So like the ones I had on last, you'll see these again, but all of these ears are in a border around our living room, and so we're up to Christmas now. So hashtag Christmas in July. You've seen a couple of our Christmas ears so far, but these are just a random pair that were like $5 or $10 when we were checking out at Disney one year at Christmas time. And we ended up with 2 pairs of them, so you'll see them again. And these are the ears that I'm going to wear, so don't get distracted by the Christmas lights. But welcome to the Daily Drive. If you are new here, this is just sort of a worksheet, journal sheet that I created for myself when I started this personal growth journey that I've been on now for a few years. It feels like I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2010. For a long time, I was just a victim to that. I didn't know that there were things that I could do to stay in control of my mind. I thought that I just had anxiety and I took medication for it and that was it, right? And I was just always going to live in that darkness of anxiety and depression. And so I learned through this personal growth journey that there are specific things that I can do to stay in control of my mind. And so I created this Daily Drive journal sheet to just kind of drive me through the day with my intentional thinking, my goals for the day, and gratitude, because the specific practice of gratitude chemically changes the makeup of your brain. And so I use gratitude often to redirect my mind. And so I created this for me and shared it with a few people. And it turns out that I love chatting about mindset related things and how you can be in control of your mind, your thoughts, your life, even when you live with anxiety and other mental health related things. Depression often comes along with anxiety, and so I've been through that anxiety and depression spiral, and this is something that really helps me. And so I truly feel like it is my purpose in life to help everybody, whoever it is, whoever connects with this, to help you understand that you can be in control of your mind as well, even while you're living with anxiety and those mental health things. We are pro doing what works for you. So if you take medication and that works, that's great. I take 60 milligrams of Cymbalta every single day, and it was a journey in itself, figuring out which medication worked best for me. And that's what works best for me. I take the medication along with doing all of these other mindset things. If you have mastered the art of controlling your body enough that you don't need to take medication, great. We're pro doing what works for you. So there's no shame here related to whatever it is that you do to be in control of your anxiety. We just want you to grow into your true potential and realize your worth and go after the things that are there for you. Abundance is there for everyone. So whatever works for you is great. I just like to share what works for me and what helps me keep my anxiety in control. Good morning, Mama Kay. Finally back in the office. We put your bed away over the weekend. But normally on Mondays, we talk about Motivation Monday because motivation is internal. It comes with the feelings that are associated, the emotions that are connected with whatever that end goal is that you're working towards, whatever it is that you're motivated to do. So if you are working towards a promotion in your job, what are the feelings that you're going to have when you get that promotion, right? Maybe it's a pay increase, and so you don't have to stress about bills as much, right? Maybe it is something that you've been working for a long time, right? And so you don't have to stress about working up the ladder anymore, whatever. Maybe you're wanting to lose weight, and so whatever your ideal body weight is, whatever your ideal body image is, right? That motivation comes from the internal feelings of how you're going to feel when that thing is achieved, when you look the way that you want to look, right? So external things can trigger that motivation, but if you don't have that internal link to your energy, then you won't stay for the long haul, right? The easy things will shake you. So we usually talk about motivation on Mondays because, again, it's internal, but I had the opportunity to just be mindful and present a lot over the weekend, and so it had me feeling like I want to chat with you about mindfulness because this is part of learning about anxiety and learning about yourself that I feel like we overthink a lot. First of all, if you have anxiety, hello, we overthink everything anyway, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you overthink everything anyway, right? But I think mindfulness is probably one of the biggest things that we overthink, but it's something really that is kind of small that we can easily incorporate into our day to stay in control of our mind. And so I had the blessing, the opportunity to just be present over the weekend and be mindful of what I was doing, which we'll get to. And so I feel like mindfulness and motivation are linked, right? And that's what we're going to get to. And that's why it's all going to tie together to still kind of be Motivation Monday, but also Mindfulness Monday. So the biggest thing with mindfulness is just trying not to overthink it. First of all, we don't like to use the T word, trying, because if you are only trying, that's all your brain is ever going to do, right? So we want to make sure that we're understanding that it's just a little thing that we can do, right? And so the biggest thing is not overthinking it. Mindfulness is simply being present in the current moment rather than stressing about whatever else you have going on. Mindfulness is simply allowing your energy to be focused on what you're doing right now, allowing your energy to enjoy things that are happening, allowing your body, your mind to absorb the calm, to absorb the emotions that come along with being present now rather than stressing about everything else that's going on in your life, right? So mindfulness is just being present of the current moment. I write notes on my dry erase board so that I can be present and prepare my thoughts before I say something rather than thinking about what's going on and just trying to pull the thoughts out of my brain while I'm stressing about something else. So I stay mindful of this and giving you this energy just by writing notes on my dry erase board, right? So it's just being mindful in the current moment of the current situation, the current energy, rather than stressing about everything else that's going on in life. Because if we have anxiety, sometimes even if you don't have anxiety, it's easier to fall into that like stress bubble of everything that you have going on. And what happens when you do that, rather than being present in the current moment, is that you're blocking your energy from being available to whatever it is you're working on right now. So let's say that you are an artist, right? And you know that you go into your studio at a specific time every day. Or that if you're triggered by something, you go into your studio and create something, right? So you're in your studio and you should be mindful with your art, but you're stressing about what's happening tomorrow, what bills are due, what things are coming up, right? And what happens? You're either blocked from creating something, or what you do create is something that maybe you don't like, or, whatever it is, your emotion, your energy is tied with what's in your mind and what you're putting out, right? So if you are stressing about what's coming, what's happening later, you're blocking your energy from what's available and what's happening right now. So mindfulness, like gratitude, like intentional thinking, like resting when you need to, these are things that in the long run help you control your mind. And here's why. So I said that I had the opportunity to be present in the moment this weekend, right? On Saturday, my husband and I went to a pool party for a friend of mine that, he was throwing with his family and all of his friends and stuff, right? And let me tell y'all, I don't even know the last time. Actually, I do know the last time that I went to a pool party. It was for one of my friend's bachelor parties. When my husband and I first got married, not long after we got married, he got married, and we went to a pool party for his bachelor party. And that's been at least 5.5, 6 years now. And that's the last time I went to a pool party, because I didn't really have the confident energy. I didn't love myself enough to do things like that, right? When you don't love your body image and somebody says, hey, come to a pool party, hey, come do something where, your body might be a little vulnerable, you're like, no, sorry, I can't come. I'm going to be sick on Tuesday, so I can't come, right? You get that initial block of your energy, right? And so I got invited to a pool party on Saturday. My husband and I went. And I intentionally woke up once we made the decision to go to the pool party. It was a last minute decision, because that's how it is with anxiety sometimes. I waited all week and wondered if it was going to rain and I'd have a reason to get out of it or whatever, right? And so we decided Friday night to go to this pool party on Saturday. And so I woke up Saturday intentionally telling myself that I'm going to enjoy Saturday. Now, Sunday is my normal Sabbath day of rest. So what does that mean? I still want Sunday to be that sacred day. So that means I get 2 days of being mindful. I get 2 days of controlling my mind and directing it towards mindfulness, right? I'm not going to take back my Sabbath because I did a little extra mindfulness on Saturday. I'm going to allow my brain to enjoy all of that mindfulness, right? So we went to this pool party. I woke up Saturday telling myself, I'm going to a pool party. I'm throwing on my bathing suit. I'm, getting food. We're going to go eat. We're going to hang out in the pool. I'm going to get sun. I'm loving being tan lately. So I woke up excited to go lay in the sun, and I have shifted my thought process to allow my brain to believe that when I'm sweating, I'm doing good for my body, which is true. So I woke up telling myself that I'm going to go sweat, because I'm not going to shut myself off inside or cover myself up or whatever. I woke up telling myself I'm going to go sweat, I'm going to get in the pool, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to be mindful, I'm going to spend time with my friends, I'm going to enjoy the day, and I'm going to enjoy a little extra mindfulness, because I'm not going to take back my Sabbath day, my Sunday, right? So we went to the pool party. And when you have anxiety, you get to do the fun thing of redirecting your thoughts constantly all day long. So even on the way there, preparing for going to the pool party, we got up and went to Walmart so we could get our grocery shopping done and get something to bring to the party and whatever. We came home, we got ready, we did the things that we needed to do to get ready. And I told myself throughout all of that we are going to go enjoy the day, right? And so we went to the pool party. Now, does that mean that I told myself that one time and I'm good for the whole day? Of course not, right? This is where you get to redirect your mind towards the mindfulness, right? You get to tell your mind that it's okay to be mindful of the present moment, right? So we are hanging out with people, meeting new people, hanging out in the pool, eating food, doing all of the things, right, that you do at a pool party, a summer bash. And I found myself thinking about, what am I going to talk about on Monday morning? What am I going to do this week to provide income? I found myself thinking about all of the things that are coming up that I feel the need to stress about, right? And so I got to take control of my mind and tell myself, we're mindful right now. We're spending time with friends. We're being mindful of the present moment. We are grateful that we have the opportunity. And I say we because sometimes when I it's not like I'm like schizophrenic or like have double personalities or whatever, but sometimes when I remind my brain that it is an entity that I can be in control of, and I say we, it kind of just means my whole body, right? My mind, everything. So I often in my mind tell myself, we're okay. We're going to be mindful of right now. We're going to enjoy the moment. We're going to have some food. We're going to get in the pool, right? So when you know that you are coming up to something that you want to enjoy, it is okay to be mindful and present in that moment, okay? And I'm going to get this to motivation in a minute. But how I stay mindful is what I want to share with you. Because there's a lot of things that I do to stay mindful. And some of them are little external cues. Some of them are songs that I might listen to, right? So the first thing that I do to stay mindful of the present moment is just to redirect my mind. Like I was just saying, when I feel like I'm thinking about something, when I'm stressing about something, when I am not living in the right now moment, I just calmly remind myself that right now we're being mindful and we can put a pin in that and think about it later, right? So just redirecting your mind. We know that gratitude helps us do that. So a lot of times I use gratitude to redirect that thought. And I will start to tell myself that I'm grateful for the present moment. I'm grateful for the time that I get with my friends. I'm grateful for being in the sunshine. I'm grateful for having the confidence to step out and go to a pool party, right? I am a homebody and people know that. My best friend even hugged me and was like, thanks for coming out. I know you like staying at home, right? We are homebodies. And so I remind myself I'm grateful for the opportunity to get out and do things. And so I redirect my mind, first of all, that way when I feel like I'm not being mindful and present. The next thing that I do is I just disconnect. If it's already my Sabbath and I know that I want to be more mindful on Sunday, I consciously spend less time on my phone. Sometimes I slip and I get to redirect myself and I realize that I've picked up my phone and I'm scrolling through Facebook, and so I remind myself to put my phone down, right? And so I disconnect. While we were at the pool party, I put my phone in my backpack, right? I didn't look at my watch that much. I did the things to be present and to limit the distractions, right? I put my phone in my backpack. I was there with my husband. I was there with my friends, and I want to intentionally spend time with them. And our phones a lot of times are the biggest and easiest distraction, right? Drop a 2 in the chat if you are distracted by your phone, or if you feel like you have to get rid of notifications. If I see notifications on my screen, I feel like I have to go get rid of them, right? And so our phones are a big distraction. So I redirect my mind and then I disconnect. I put my phone down, and this is something that we often do when we go to church as well. We leave our phones in the glove box in the car and lock them up so that we don't even have our phone on us when we go into church. Same thing. I put my phone somewhere so that I wasn't on my phone. I did make sure that I snapped a couple pictures and then put my phone back. Or if I noticed an important notification, because I'm not saying shut down and ignore everybody, right? So if I noticed an important notification, I answered it and then put my phone back down, right? So just redirecting, disconnecting, and then letting go of expectations. I didn't go into the day with any expectation really, other than that, I wanted to be mindful and have fun and enjoy the day, right? So when you let go of the harsh expectations that you have over everything, what you have to do with your day, what your schedule might look like, if it's work time, what you feel like you have to do, right? When you let go of expectations, especially the expectations that other people have placed on you, if someone is expecting something of me, that's on them. I show up as me every day and get my energy in check every day, and this is what you can expect of me. So if you have put something else on me, that's on you, right? So I let go of expectations, especially the ones that are placed on me by other people, right? I redirect my mind, I disconnect, and I let go of expectations. There's no expectation that I have to stay at the party for any certain amount of time, that I have to talk to people that I don't want to talk to, that I have to get in the pool and be in my bathing suit if I don't feel comfortable, which I did, and I looked fine, okay? I got in the pool and I had fun and I laid in the sun on a little thingy, right? Okay, so but there was no expectation for the day other than that I just wanted to go have fun and be mindful, right? And one of the things that I have also allowed to kind of trigger me now is when my husband is doing certain things. So since we were both able to disconnect and be mindful of the current moment and be out of the house and, have a change of scenery and whatever, we kind of were a little motivated to then come home and do a little bit of the things that we enjoy, right? Saturday and Sunday. We came home and took a nap and slept a little bit, again, because we enjoy naps around here. But then we also worked on the creative things that we like to do. So when I see that my husband is starting to paint the models that he paints, I start to think about what can I do so that we can do this together and be mindful of this creativity together. And so then I go get my stuff out and start working on something, right? So I got a lot of jewelry finished up, and that's still being mindful. It's doing something that I enjoy, being triggered by something that's external, with what my husband's doing and wanting to connect in that way, right? And it's doing something that I enjoy, being mindful of small things, right? But I let go of the expectations that are around all of it, right? And even if he's doing his creative thing and I don't feel like it, it simply triggers the thought. But if I don't feel like doing anything, then I don't have to. And he can still do his and we can hang out, right? So being mindful is really just being present in the current moment and not overthinking and overstressing and allowing your energy to be swayed by future things that you're stressing about. You're staying mindful now. And again, I do that by redirecting my mind. I use gratitude a lot to remind myself that I'm grateful for what I have going on right now. I'm grateful for the current moment, for who I'm connecting with, whatever it is. I redirect that thought. If I'm stressing about a bill, I redirect to mindfulness and I tell myself it's okay to be mindful of this present moment right now. I disconnect, right? I intentionally spend less time on my phone. I intentionally kind of ignore the things that are always bombarding our senses, right? I make sure that I don't have that distraction there to interrupt my mindfulness. I am controlling my mindfulness by simply eliminating the distraction up front, right? I can be mindful of the present moment if I don't have my phone in my hand or in my back pocket or in God's purse or somewhere near me, right? So I put my phone in my backpack. I spend less time on my watch. Yeah, I see you, Mama Kay. I'm always on my phone too. And even when she was in town and we would go out to lunch or go whatever we're doing, I wanted to make sure that I was mindful of that time that we got. And so I intentionally put my phone somewhere else and only took it out to take a picture. I don't wear clothes that have pockets a lot. So my husband puts my phone in his pocket, right? And it's disconnecting me from it, right? Again, like I said, we put our phones in the glove box when we go to church so that we can be present in church, right? So I redirect those thoughts. I disconnect from the things that distract me from mindfulness. I control my mindfulness by eliminating those distractions up front, and I let go of expectations that I put on myself that are unrealistic, that other people put on me, that I've created over life or whatever. Remember, we're here to unlimit our thoughts, and we do that by letting go of those expectations. Expectations equal limitations, because you're trying to put yourself into whatever that expectation is. So we're becoming unlimited by letting go of those expectations. Does that mean that you don't push yourself, that you don't set goals and hold yourself accountable? Absolutely not. But expectations affect your brain completely differently than what you're motivated by, than the goals that you are wanting to achieve, right? So we let go of expectations about what we have to do throughout the day, what we have to think about while we're doing something, right? And that's going to unlimit us and allow us to redirect those thoughts. So we redirect our mind, we disconnect, and we let go of expectations. And what that is going to do is allow you to come back refreshed. It's going to allow you to build the momentum of that motivation back up, because you're being mindful in the present time. When my husband was ready to do some painting over the weekend, and I had spent some time disconnecting and being mindful in the pool and enjoying the sun, I was like, oh yeah, he wants to paint. I'm going to go get my stuff out and get my stuff together, right? And then he ended up taking a nap, and I kept going because I was motivated to be creative in that moment because I had disconnected a little bit before, right? So it's allowing you to refresh, to regain that momentum and come back probably more motivated, come back stronger, come back less overwhelmed by what you want to create, okay? Drop a 3 in the chat if you feel like you're really creative, but sometimes it gets overwhelming because you've got a lot of thoughts in your mind and you've got a lot of things going on. Like, give me a 3. I know when I get ready to start making jewelry, I really get to sit down and pick a focus for the time that I'm doing it. Because if I don't, I just have all of these thoughts and everything comes out and it's a big mess, right? So I focus that energy on a certain thing to create, right? I take control of that creative overwhelm. It's there. It's real. I see you, Haley. You feel me. It's real, right? That creative overwhelm. So you get to take control of that. And what mindfulness allows you to do is to funnel that energy. I see you too, Mama Kay. It allows you to funnel that energy back into your motivation. It allows you to become clear again with your direction, with what you want to do, with where you want your energy to go. Where focus goes, energy flows. And so when you are mindful of the current moment, it allows you to get that energy in check, focus your energy, and open yourself to that abundance. When we have those limiting thoughts in our mind, like expectations, like things we've hung on to since childhood that we're still thinking about, like how many times have you gone somewhere at like the grocery store and you've checked out, right? And they've been like, all right, thanks. And you're like, you too. Like, and then you're still thinking about it like a week later, right? I know. But like, it allows you to take control of all of that. I get worked up when I'm talking about stuff like this, and it just makes me excited because I feel like this is my purpose, to help the world understand how to funnel anxious energy and use it, because you can use it for yourself. Mindfulness is how I turn anxiety into productivity, because when I am feeling anxious, when I'm sitting stuck on the couch, I redirect my mind and allow myself to be mindful of doing the dishes, be mindful of making the bed, be mindful of going to the gym and taking a walk because I want to be active for 45 minutes, 5 days a week, right? It allows me to then come back stronger and more motivated. So it all goes in together. Hashtag Mindfulness Monday, hashtag Motivation Monday, whatever you feel like. It all goes in together, because when you simply stop overthinking mindfulness, allow yourself to be mindful in the present moment and enjoy what it is that you're doing. And let me tell you, even if you're doing something that you don't necessarily enjoy, okay, because we've all been there. Give me a 4. We're up to 4. Give me a 4 in the chat if you have done something that you're not necessarily excited about, right? Like we've all been to a wedding that we need to go to, but we're not super excited about it. Or we've been invited to a party that we need to go to, but we're not super excited about it, right? Even when you're doing those things that you're not super excited about, you can still use gratitude to redirect, find the good in the current moment, and be mindful and present there, right? So don't shut your energy off, even when it's something that you're not necessarily crazy about doing, right? Go looking for the fun, the gratitude, and where you can stay mindful. Random side note, okay? Don't close your energy off even when it's something that you don't necessarily want to do or you're not necessarily excited about doing. Go looking for the fun, the things to be grateful for when you find yourself thinking, I don't want to shake hands with whoever, or I don't want to be here anymore. Redirect to gratitude. Be grateful that you're there in that moment and be mindful of it, okay? Get your energy back in check, because that's on you. If you're complaining about something, it's on you. Okay, anyway, off the soapbox. So motivation and mindfulness kind of all wrap in together, okay? Because when you take the time to simply be mindful of the current moment, to stop stressing about what's to come, what's in the future, or even something you said last week to some random person, when you stop stressing and you allow yourself to be present in the current moment, you are allowing your energy to be open to the abundance, the happiness, the joy that's there for you. You're allowing your motivation, momentum to get reset and come back stronger. So don't overthink mindfulness. It's not something that you need to overthink. It is simply just being present in the current moment. You get to control that, and you get to direct your thoughts in that way, to be present of the current moment. I do that, like I just said, by redirecting my thoughts, a lot of times using gratitude, by disconnecting, getting rid of the distractions in the first place, leaving my phone in the car or in my backpack or whatever, and letting go of expectations, the ones that we have placed on ourselves and the ones that we allow other people to place on us. We are going to become unlimited by letting go of those expectations. Redirect, disconnect, let go of expectations, stay mindful of the present moment, always. Always. This is something not just for special events, but always. When I find myself on the couch watching a movie with my husband, thinking about what I'm going to do on Tuesday of next week, I redirect my mind to mindfulness, to be present of the current moment and the time that I get to spend with my husband. It's up to you in your mind. So stay mindful of the present moment, whatever it is that you're doing. Stop stressing about the things that are coming in the future. Handle them. Put them on your calendar. Deal with it when it comes up, but stop stressing about it now. Allow your energy to become unlimited to the abundance that's there for you, and to be reinvigorated and give you motivation to come back stronger. Redirect, disconnect, let go of expectations. Stay present of the current moment, and it's going to allow you to get your motivation momentum back up and come back stronger. I have so much energy today, and I'm ready to do so many things because I was mindful of my time over the weekend. And I still got things done that I wanted to get done and was mindful while doing those things. So stay mindful and allow it to refresh your motivation. I love you guys so much. If you haven't gone to dailydrivecoaching.com, do me a favor and go check that out. Scroll all the way to the bottom where it says subscribe and put your email address in. You can get all kinds of fun stuff from me. You can see all of my retail, such as my new Becoming Unlimited monthly subscription pack. You can get this reader that for July has mental health information from me for you to read. It comes with a worksheet that you can do to help you unlimit your mind, and it also comes with jewelry items, some self-care items, and whatever other fun I feel like putting in there. So check out dailydrivecoaching.com. Grab you one of those. You got to do it each month right now until I update my website, but that's coming. Check out dailydrivecoaching.com and subscribe so you can see all of that. If you're not part of my Becoming Unlimited Facebook group, search for Becoming Unlimited on Facebook or let me know. You can get added. It is simply a safe community of people that are navigating through their mental health together. It's not a sales platform. It's not a sales group. It's just a safe community where you can connect with other people, see these daily drives, other information about unlimiting your thoughts, and be there and know that you're not alone. If you are watching this on YouTube, do me a favor and hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you see when I put new videos up. I've got tons of stuff coming to YouTube other than these daily drives, so you'll see a lot of stuff. Make sure you turn on notifications for everything. Becoming Unlimited, subscribe to dailydrivecoaching.com, my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. I will never ask for a fee for what I do on social media. The only thing that I ask is that you give something to the social media gods and tag a friend, share, like, comment, subscribe, all of the things. I love y'all so much. Check out dailydrivecoaching.com. One of the ways that I stay mindful and show gratitude is with my joy jar. We're back in my office now, but I am super grateful for my community. All of you guys, whether you're part of Becoming Unlimited, whether you're just friends with me on Facebook, whether you have subscribed to my stuff or not, all of you I am grateful for, because I wouldn't be able to do this if there wasn't a you to receive it. So I'm grateful for everybody. Make sure you check out all the things, dailydrivecoaching.com, Becoming Unlimited on Facebook. You can get all kinds of information to stay on top of your anxiety. But just remember, don't overthink mindfulness. Just be present in the current moment, redirect your thoughts, disconnect, let go of expectations. Be mindful of the present time so that your momentum can build back up and your motivation can come back stronger. Happy Motivation Monday. Happy Mindfulness Monday. I love y'all, and I will see you soon.